Okay, this is really just an ideas vlog about something that I want to talk about regarding psychology and my observations about other people's feedback on having therapy, psychology, help, whatever, guidance. Something that keeps reoccurring with me, and something that I realised myself when I was doing my own study, coursework, research, and then obviously Cranfield University and then CMCG. One of the key things for me there's several key things really that I think a good psychologist should be. The first and foremost is a listener, and then secondly, to me, psychology is about helping your client, or helping other people to help themselves, and that has been my philosophy. Now, it doesn't really matter whether you use a one-to-one session, whether you're, using some sort of, other method, divination, cartomancy, whatever, it doesn't really matter. All these different methods are still using psychology as a basis for, their therapy, mentoring, guidance, however you want to call it. There are certain guidelines that I think, or certain core things that should always be there. And this is one of the things that always flags up with me when I hear people saying that their psychologist was unhappy about their decision, or that their psychologist told them to do this. Told them. This is their language. This is how, if you like, the client has interpreted what the psychologist has said. And I think that to me is completely wrong. If a psychologist should never be telling anyone to do anything, and should never be criticizing someone's decisions. There's just so many times I just hear people saying these things. Give you an example. I mean, my brother was seeing a therapist and had been for quite a number of years, and I had a conversation with him on the phone one day, and it lasted 2 hours. And he kept saying, "Oh, my therapist this, my therapist said that, my therapist said blah blah blah. My therapist was unhappy with X. I'm not supposed to be doing blah 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 blah." And I turned around and I said, "Is your therapist telling you what you should be doing? Is that how you feel?" And he went, "Yeah." And I thought, wow. And then I said, "Well, this is the way I work with people. I try to help people to help themselves. That's a skill of a psychologist." And it just, the penny dropped for him, and literally, I think, not because of me, but because I helped him out, he realised that he had the resources to sort out whatever it was he wanted to do. And his life changed, literally. A few months later, I couldn't believe the change in him. It was just unbelievable. And as far as I'm aware, he's never gone back to a therapist. So, this is what I enjoy about doing this job, is helping people to have that aha moment in their life, and to realise that they actually do have the resources and the ability and the skill set to make their own decisions and their own changes and their own things in their own life. They don't need other people to tell them what to do. And they certainly don't need a therapist telling them what they can and can't do and what they should and shouldn't be doing. So, you know, I always find it interesting. I always find this kind of thing really, really interesting, and this is what drives me to do what I just really enjoy doing. Anyway, that's an idea. I might actually expand on this a little bit more, because I think it's actually quite a key area. I think it's just something that people a lot of the time just do not realise, that they are being told what they should and shouldn't do all the time. It's very odd. Anyway.